Hello there and welcome to this video. This video is an update of my trading robot project, and I wanted to give you a quick insight into how it's doing and some of the changes that I've made to it and how this is reflected in the results. If you've seen my previous videos about the robot, you can perhaps tell that things are generally speaking moving in the right direction. The robot is winning more. It's losing less, the entries are getting better, the risk reward is improving, and so all the key parameters that people look at when identifying a successful trading system are slowly yet steadily improving. And this version of the robot that I'm currently running is no exception to this. It's doing incredibly well. So what I've done here is I have changed the strength information that the robot was previously based on. So now it's looking at some slightly different information, and this information is giving it a quicker update as to what strength is doing on the higher time frames. So it's trading in sync with the higher time frames, which is very important, and it is also looking for some pretty specific patterns in the strength readings that it's receiving from the engine of the robot. And I'll just show you some of the results that I've been. You can see here that the risk reward is pretty good. We have the average profit trade is 670. The average loss trade is 414. So it's the wins are bigger than the losses, and it's also letting the winners pull home some major profits. You can see the largest profit trade is $7,500, and the biggest loss trade was $600. And so it's doing some incredible things. And this big spike here was just one of the winners that it simply let continue. And it trailed the stop, and I also intervene manually, like to identify opposing areas of supply and demand, and so on and so forth. And so this combination of me fine-tuning the entries and managing the stops, combined with the new configuration, has resulted in an incredible enhanced version of the robot. So currently I have narrowed it down from a very large number to only 4. So I have 4 instances with varying configurations running. And also, as I mentioned in the previous videos, is that I'm not interested in backtesting. And so I think a lot of the backtesting results that you get, they're not going to be very useful at all. And a lot of the people that are selling robots, they only show you what these backtesting results look like. And of course, you can trick the backtester into doing something pretty fancy. But the fact is that if you can perform well only trading live market conditions, and I think you're doing much better. And so I have been able to do historical backtesting based on theory only. So looking at price, watching price, and at the same time observing strength readings when price makes specific patterns. And I've done a lot of this manually. A lot of it I've also automated, but this has resulted in some pretty prime values for a lot of the parameters that I am able to manipulate to change the behavior of the robot. And so I take the refined values and I plug them into these 4 versions of the robot, and I let them run parallel for a period of a month. And then I look at the results and I compare. I find the one that works the best. I take that parameter set, I do historical theoretical backtesting, and I fine-tune the results, and I put those into 4 robots, and I continue for another month. So this is what I've been doing for the past 2 years. And maybe 3 months ago I started to narrow the modification of these parameters down to a very precise number of parameters. So now I have only a handful of parameters, and these parameters are the ones that are making all the difference in the performance of the robot. This is very exciting. So I can see that I'm getting close to the end of my of the mass research. So now it's just refining something that's already working, which is very satisfying and very nice. So that's what it looks like so far. So we're winning slightly more than we are losing. The winning trades are bigger than losing trades, and the winners are much larger than the losers. So this is the parameters and the keys to success. So this is, so far it's looking very good. So I'll keep at it, and I'll keep pushing it, and we'll see how we get on. As a matter of fact, the results of my my current robot, the one that's working very well, they've been so good that I have compiled the rules into a video which I've given to the Pipnotic members. So now they'll be able to trade like the robot, and then I've been doing it for the past few weeks, and it's something that can be done. Of course, the robot is analyzing a lot more information than we are capable of doing with it using our minds, but it's absolutely possible to spot these patterns visually and implement them in the same way that the robot would do. So that's pretty exciting, and I look forward to getting some feedback from the members, and we'll see how they get on. Anyway, I think I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions about the robot, or you just want to get in touch with me, please feel free to contact me via the pipnotic.com website. Right, I'll check in again in about a month's time with an update, and until then, I wish you a very nice spring and summer. All the best. Bye-bye.